Buenas chavales, aquí Lord Gamer, estamos con el capítulo 3 de DRAGON S DOGMA 2 y vamos a continuar la partida donde la dejamos. Vamos allá.
The weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus?
Vamos a
I have a
continuar.
knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Vamos a ver el mapa. Se ha quedado pillado esto. ¿Y cómo volvemos a Melve? No se ve el camino por donde hemos ido.
No harm in picking a few.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Vamos a entregar las armas al gremio vocacional.
Unless I am mistaken, all we require is already in our possession.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Or so I've learned.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
'Tis as you say.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah, I see you have a great sword with you. A fine weapon. You may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire an archer staff. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Will that be all then? Let me see. What else can I tell you about?
Always a pleasure.
¿Dónde está Wilson?
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Espabila.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a... You may now change your vocation as desired. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end.
A moment long awaited.
A result to be proud of.
A laudable result. Just what I would expect of the Arisen.
I hadn't expected to feel such a sense of accomplishment. I suppose that comes of serving the Arisen.
Vale.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Filo airoso. No sé qué desbloquear. Habilidades básicas. Esto es el parry. No sé si me conviene. Y vamos a dejarlo así de momento.
Always a pleasure.
¿Y esa bola qué es? Vamos a verlo.
Now, where was I bound again?
Here, if you please.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your... You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words... You've my gratitude. If the way forward is shrouded to you, I can offer... It is lovely to see you.
Follow me, Arisen. Here at last.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own 2 eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to... If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a... And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
Vale, hemos encontrado un soldado para ver. ¿Esto qué es? Cristales transportadores. El uso de una piedra transportadora te transportará instantáneamente a la ubicación de un cristal transportador. Los cristales transportadores son elementos estacionarios y permanentes de ciudades y pueblos, pero también puedes colocar tus propios cristales transportadores en destinos de tu elección. Puedes tener hasta 10 cristales transportadores colocados en distintos lugares del mundo a la vez. Una vez colocado podrás recuperarlo si deseas trasladarlo a otro lugar. Para que los cristales transportadores permanentes en ciudades y pueblos estén disponibles como destinos de la piedra transportadora, deberás interactuar con ellos antes al menos una vez.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all. Burnworth.
Este tiene materiales. Debería cambiarlos.
Much obliged.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Should my tale entertain you? No, even if it shouldn't, I'll greatly appreciate it.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a... Always a pleasure.
Para anochecer.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour... Always a pleasure.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Welcome.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. What say you? Might I ask? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of... Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight.
It is our duty to bring the beasts low.
By combining our strengths, we shall overcome this trial as all others.
Trayvon...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits... What say you, your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray you...
Right, just follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty. I refer to Waldar. Many a time as Deezer demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own, and many a time as the magistrate refused her. For he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. Our laws dictate that your Majesty, thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, what say you? Might you be willing to aid? I prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee, be cautious. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to...
Having trouble keeping up?
Vamos a hacer esta primero.
No matter. I shall wait for you, as long as it takes.
Pero es de noche. Vamos a descansar en la posada.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Así guardamos, hacemos un guardado.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Napoleón ha regresado de más allá de la faz. Oh. Le regalamos, si derrota a un cíclope, le regalamos una loncha podrida de bestia.
You made me the pawn I am today, Arisen. I shall endeavor to repay. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Neglect my ledger. Best to keep a record. I've just about had my fill of wax.
Come on, have a look.
Primero un arquero.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of on strategy. I dare say I've accomplished a few feats to be proud of. If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy.
Y ahora necesitamos un rogue. Pues si no tengo un rogue, metemos a Penny igual, que es nivel 11. ¿Dónde está?
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
Be well, Arisen. I'm not
Please
one
dispense with the formalities. They exhaust.
A
troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful. lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
No tengo ninguno que me guíe.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tail bite.
Vamos a hacer primero esto. Tenemos que seguir por el camino principal hasta por aquí.
What am I to do?
Cursed pests. Get off my flesh.
I was like this.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Really now?
Tis a hot goblin!
Our foe is susceptible to lightning attacks. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Empezamos bien, ya me han
Over so
jodido.
soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand.
The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Get done. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
I grant you roaring flame.
Vale, tenemos que ir por abajo.
What's all this ruckus? I can't bear it.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Drop all your valuables. I might just let you live.
Over here!
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid?
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Guía de misión no. Cancelar.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Seems you're
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Bueno.
One moment. I believe we are bound for... Yes, I know the place. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
I say we set out at once. The sooner we arrive, the sooner we find out what we're dealing with.
Ya, pero si ha cogido el cofre, espabilado.
The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermund's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Have no fear. Everything will be all right.
We make them lose their own impatience. Fight. To arms.
By your leave.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Drop all your valuables, and I might just let you live.
Get back here.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
The Arisen has been caught. Quick, douse the flames!
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
The enemy flees before us. The surprises?
Joder.
Wisdom.
On to the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of... Pray, follow me.
It seems they bear us ill will. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait a moment.
Strike me if you can.
I grant you roaring flame.
Acabas con el
Cannot
mar.
let down our guard even for a moment. Let victory slip away from us.
At last, it all becomes clear.
We are to retreat, then?
Little does our foe realize how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
I quite agree.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the fields down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must defend the cargo.
They're a tenacious lot.
If we keep on like this, victory shall soon be ours.
Fight on! Our finest hour!
Let my magics grant you an elemental fear.
Tis done. I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on...
Vale. Tenemos que volver a la cueva de los trasgos.
Wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
¿Hasta dónde va? ¿A dónde vas?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
That was hard won.
We were overconfident in our abilities. Painful reminder that fortune will not always favor us.
You're really pushing your luck. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it? Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
¿A dónde me llevas? Ah.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
Come out and play. Seems your luck's run out.
Master! Goblins!
By no means exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
master of that strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
Well done, Master.
Your magical aid is disappearing. Right, cast it anew.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Creo que deberíamos descansar en una hoguera.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
¿Cuánto dinero tengo? 16.000.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore,
Voy a
I shall
descansar
guide you
en
another
la
time.
posada.
Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go. How are we to get through this door?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
What about you seems familiar? Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the...
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Well met. You are come. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost...
Eso es para vender.
hospitality in all Vernworth.
¿Y esto?
You know where to find. Rules at your leisure.
Welcome.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Esas no las voy a usar, o sea que las voy a vender.
Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough.
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality is what you need if you want to survive.
De momento no voy a comprar nada.
Many thanks. I appreciate.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. It would be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beef strings for allies.
Orphans, master!
Leave it to me.
It was excellent! I could have done no better!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I shall do as you say.
One of us has been drenched. Magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
I'm happy about it.
I grant you roaring flame.
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like. Leave it to me. I know precisely where we're headed. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Would seem we've little choice but to set out for the place.
You've been doused in oil! You must stay clear of fire!
taken lightly. We must strike boldly and with presence of mind.
You've my gratitude. This is for you.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. It would be most efficient to make for our nearest destination first. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. We've got goblins!
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. Not bad.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Well said.
You must cleanse yourself of that oil, post-haste.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Here we are. We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
No quarrel here.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
Tis as you say.
A flawless execution.
Once more. I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Ahora se abre la puerta.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Boy, you then! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Right, lend us your aid. Scatter the goblin!
That's that then.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. I feared we might never escape that place.
The air beneath the earth is stifling, to be sure.
I quite agree.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Lo siento. Eres mago. Ya tengo un mago. ¿Dónde cojones estamos? En la salida del otro lado.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Ese cofre. Bueno, vámonos de aquí.
One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Master! Ice attack slowly leads to an advantage. We'll have to try something else.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
Vamos a la hoguera y lo dejamos aquí.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
No, porque luego peleamos y desaparece. Otra vez.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I suppose you must...
Hostia, se ve realista.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
Bueno, yo creo que lo vamos a dejar aquí. Vamos a guardar. Y lo dejamos aquí. Pues nada, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo. Y si os ha gustado, ya sabéis, ya nos veremos en los siguientes. Un saludo.